Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here. Welcome to a brand new series for you guys. Now, if you guys watched the update video that went up on the channel just hopefully a few days ago, then you'll know that I was talking about a brand new series. Now, I know a lot of you are looking for the team builders and want to see the team builders. The team builders will continue to come. Do not fear there. I just wanted to spice it up a little bit, change it around a bit. You know, it's just been team building. I want to change something up. So we're bringing a brand new series to you guys. My Pokemon top 5s. We're going to be starting with Pokemon types, and today is grass type Pokemon. Now, the way I'm going to be doing this is via Pokemon Showdown. I'm going to have the 5 Pokemon in order. You won't see them obviously until we get to that certain number, but when it comes to the move sets and everything, basically it's not going to be the best set in the world to use, but it might be a set you want to consider, or you know, it may be a terrible set. I'm not the best competitive battler. I haven't always been a competitive battler. I just started getting into it most recently. But if you want to try different sets with this Pokemon, you can do. With the other top 5s, they literally just say this is my favourite and move on. With me, I'm going to say this is my favourite. I'll talk a little bit about it, but you can also do this set, you can do this, and this is why it's good, etc, etc. So it's a bit more informative, a bit more information based as well, to add a little bit of an effect to it instead of just talked about this Pokemon and move on. But what I must stress, of course, disclaimer at the beginning of the video, is opinionated. These are my top 5 favourites. They will not be your favourites. Everyone has their own opinion. It's just like a butthole. Everyone has one. But to move on, we have our top 5 grass type Pokemon. Let's get
number 5 in today's top 5 list. We have Fungi, the Breloom. Now, when it comes to nicknames, honestly, I have probably used either someone else's or they're ones that I've probably just picked in a Nuzlocke and they've just stuck with me. The nicknames will not be amazing throughout this series, honestly. But number 5 slot, we have Breloom. Now, if we have a look on, we'll go through the showdown bit first. We have the Focus Sash, Technician, Drain Punch, Bullet Seed, Mach Punch, and Spore. Now, it's not an amazing set, I have to admit. A lot of people like to run Rock Tomb. I've seen some different sets. There's, like I say, with every single one of them, there are loads of sets you can use. There are so many different sets. I've literally just tried to put one together to see how much it works. You've got the Technician, so the Bullet Seed for stab and the Mach Punch for priority as well, always going to be there. The Spore with the Focus Sash, that's a free sleep, and Drain Punch for recovery. So it's not a bad thing to use. When it comes to the stat, obviously you want to go max out an attack to do as much damage as possible with the moves. You know, a bit in HP to just bulk out a little bit. 4 in special defense, because why not just put it there? You know, you can put it in defense if you want to. It's already got 80 defense, that's why it's probably better to put it in special attack. You can put it in speed if you want to. It probably wouldn't make much difference. That's why I think special defense is probably the best option here, because it's already got 80 defense, 70 speed, but the 4's not really going to add much to it. So just put it in special defense. You never know, it may help you in some way. But Breloom for me was always one of those Pokemon where you look at it and you think, maybe I'll give this a go, and then you realise actually how good it is. You don't realise the base 130 attack. And then once you get that Breloom and it's annihilating everything, you realise actually how good it is. It's a great mon. I love its design. I can't fault its design. It's always been a solid mon. Obviously, the evolution, they made sense, which is always good for Pokemon, because you have so many Pokemon that evolutions just don't make sense. So how the fuck did you get from that to that? So it's a good standard Pokemon. It's a great Pokemon. It's number 5 this week. It's Breloom. In the number 4 spot this week, we have another Gen 3 mon for you. We have Jalapeno, the Ludicolo. Now, when it comes to the beginning of the game, Gen 3, it was always difficult. Am I going to go with Ludicolo, or am I going to go with Breloom? Now, with Blaziken, normally I'd go Ludicolo, and with Swampert, normally I'd go with Fungi. That's the normal way, or should I say Breloom, that's normally the way to go about it. And of course, you wouldn't normally have either one when you choose Sceptile. But it's a great mon. With this set, let's go through it again. Of course, Jalapeno. We got the Assault Vest, Swift Swim, Scald, Gear Drain, Ice Beam, Focus Blast. Now, the reason I've gone with the Assault Vest is because if you have a look, this thing's got 100 base special defense. This thing is a special defense bulking machine with an Assault Vest. Max out its attack, max out speed. Hopefully it outspeeds some things, and it's going to hit hard back. You know, with the Assault Vest, obviously, again, it boosts the special defense, but you've got all these special attacks. Scald, hopefully to get the burn. Giga Drain to get some of that HP back. Ice Beam for coverage, and Focus Blast as well there for coverage. Just, you know, it's just there if you need it. It's a hard-hitting move. Ice Beam, of course, is always useful for the flying types. Giga Drain is stab, so Scald can get the burn, which can help out with that just little 70 defense. You get off that burn, they're not really going to be able to hurt your Ludicolo. They're really not. It's a great set. I've used it before. Modest Nature just to boost it up a little bit more. There's a 306. It's really good. I really like using it. I always really have, using Jalapeno, the Ludicolo. It's a great Pokemon. I love its design. It's always wacky and fun. I always try to excel off fun-looking mons who like to have a good time, and Ludicolo for me is definitely one of them. It's number 4 this week, Ludicolo. Now on to number 3 this week, we have Sceptile, and again with Gen 3 we have Saint Nick the Sceptile, and the reason behind the Saint Nick nickname is because when it Mega Evolves it looks like a Christmas tree, and I agree, it does look like a Christmas tree, but instead of going with the traditional tree or Santa or Christmas tree, whatever, we've gone Saint Nick, just call it Nick or something like that. But it's a great Pokemon nonetheless. Mega Sceptile, when it got its Mega, it was my favourite out of all of them. Don't get me wrong, Mega Blaziken and Mega Swampert are awesome, but I don't know why, with something Sceptile, it just suited it really well. I really like it. Obviously, Blaziken is my favourite starter of all, and Mega Blaziken was cool, but it was so overused, and I sort of got bored with it a little bit. And I don't know, when Mega Swampert came along, it was cool, but Mega Sceptile for me, I don't know, just for me, it really clicked for me. I was like, okay, this is cool. And when it came Dragon type, you guys know, favourite type's Dragon, I was like, that's cool as fuck. You know, I already knew it got Dragon Pulse, it's just like, it works perfectly. It's amazing. But for me, it is my favourite grass type starter. I'm not going to deny that. You know, I love some of the starters in the game, you know, all of the grass types they're great starters. Meganium gets put down, Torterra sometimes gets put down because of its speed, Superior gets put down for its attacking prowess, obviously not competitively because it's great competitively. You know, there's some different mons that get put down, but I feel like all the starters are very good in themselves, but Sceptile is definitely my favourite. If we go through this, of course, we've got all its stats here. We've got Sceptile, Overgrow. When it comes to the move, we've got Dragon Pulse, Energy Ball, Focus Blast, HP Fire. HP Fire covers Mega Sizzle very well. Focus Blast, because why not, just to have it there. Energy Ball for stab, of course, hitting hard, and Dragon Pulse for stab when it Mega Evolves. When it comes to the stats, max out that special attacks, max out that speed, you're going to outspeed a lot of things, plus the timid nature is going to be even quicker. Obviously its IV's got to be right for HP Fire, but yeah, just, it hits hard really well. Its defensives aren't terrible, they're very average with the 70, 85 and the 65. You know, it's there, but you should be hitting very hard with this Mega. It's a great Mega Evolution. I strongly recommend you use it. It's one of the fastest Mega Evolutions, obviously, minus that Mega Aerodactyl. But it's a great mon. Highly recommend you if you haven't already. It's Sceptile. I love it. He's number 3 this week. Up to number 2 this week, we have Roserade. Rosa, shall we say. I know it's a very bad nickname, I understand. I don't know, it always just stuck for me just to call it Rosa. Because why not? We got Roserade this week at number 2. Now, when it comes to this Pokemon, it's overlooked so much, and the reason I think I liked it so much is because of how useful it was in Gen 4. Now, you had Roselia in Gen 3, and everyone overlooked it because it didn't have a pre-evo, it didn't have a evolution, and then Gen 4 came along, and they gave us Roserade, and this thing is an absolute monster. I've gone with the Assault Vest, Natural Cure, obviously, if you get, like, paralyzed or burnt or anything like that, so you can switch out and try and do some damage with it. It has some good other abilities for Poison Point and Technician, just in case you want to use them. But I've gone with the Assault Vest, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, a very good moveset, a very robust and across the board moveset. Be able to use them, you'll be able to hit those dragon types. The Stab, Energy Ball and Sludge Bomb, and then the Shadow Ball there again for coverage. It does great work. Obviously the 125 special attack does well, 105 special defense, shall I say, with the Assault Vest adds the special defense, so you'll be doing really well. Of course, its defensive and HP aren't so great, but you put all those EVs into HP just to boost it up a bit, you're not going to worry about attack. Speed, it's already at 90, so it's not so bad. It's not the slowest one in the world. It should outspeed some things. Obviously, being base 90, you just got to watch out for those base 85, so it can be maxed out, timid and stuff like that, or jolly. But it's going to do a great job for you. It's an amazing one. It has a lovely design. It's always been one of my favourites. That's why it's my second favourite grass-type Pokemon this week. It is Roserade. Up to the number 1 spot this week, we have Blades, the Leavanny. Now, whenever I tell everyone that this is actually my 3rd favourite Pokemon of all time, people always go to me, "Ooh, that's an interesting choice. That's a weird choice. Where did that come from?" Simply because Leavanny for me in 5th gen just absolutely dominated, and I fell in love with it. It's a great Pokemon and it's really overlooked. Competitively, I admit it's not amazing. It's really not. I think if we have a look here, it's in PU, so it's really not that great competitively, but in game it will help you out so much. Let's just quickly go through the showdown stuff right now. I know it's not amazing. You got the Focus Sash, you know, because it will get absolutely demolished. We got the Sticky Web. You can get the Sticky Web up. Leaf Blade X is a knockoff. The Focus Sash, you can get those sticky webs up. Hopefully they don't have a defog or a spinner to keep that. You can hit back hard, but Leaf Blade X's, they are stab moves, of course. And then we have the knockoff, just in case you need to get the knockoff. Then we have Swarm, just because why not? If you get that Focus Sash, the X's are going to be doing that extra bit of damage because of the Swarm. If we have a look here, we've got maxed out in HP, maxed out in attack. Obviously, you don't really need the speed because you want that Focus Sash sort of to pop. Or, well, you know what I mean? You sort of don't want to be... I don't know what I'm trying to say. But where we got... It's not the best when it comes, like I said, to competitively. I am more an in-game user of Leavanny, and I find it very hard, even when picking Superior, not just to ditch Superior and just go straight Leavanny, because of how good it is. And it's always very difficult as well, because one of my other most favourite mons, probably my 6 or 7, is actually Galvantula as well, which is also a bug type. And of course, Leavanny is bug grass. And, you know, you guys, I don't like to use dual typing, so it's always difficult, but Leavanny has always stuck out to me to be an amazing mon. Another story I like to tell is I actually sent in a Sawaddle to the King Nappy for his Blazeback Egglock. This was like 2-3 years ago now, so a very long ago series. It actually hatched, and he actually used it in the Elite Four. Sadly, it died. It got bodied, but you know, big work. It was happy to see something like that, and he's still one of my most inspirational people that I watch on here. But I love Leavanny. It's a great Pokemon. It's my #1 this week. It's great. It's Leavanny. There we have it, guys. That is my top 5 for this week. We have Fungi the Breloom, Jalapeno the Ludicolo, Saint Nick the Sceptile, Rosa the Roserade, and Blades the Leavanny. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button down below for me, show support towards the channel and the series. If you're not already, hit the subscribe button. We should have a new team build very soon, and of course we're carrying on with these top 5s. Let me know your top 5 favourite grass types down below. Also, tell me your sets for them in Showdown. Tell me your sets for these Pokemon, all 5 of these, down below in the comments. Let me know what sets you use. You never know. Just off screen, I may give some of these a go. I did a mono grass type. I tried to do a mono grass with these 5, and I think I added on an Abomasnow just because why not. And, you know, it didn't do too badly. Obviously, with mono grass, it's quite difficult. Because they get bodied by quite a bit of typings, so it was difficult. I did win a couple battles with them, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously trying to use a PU mon and etc. Some mons that aren't amazing competitively, but they all did their job very well. They're amazing Pokemon in my opinion. They're why they're my top 5. Like I said, if you enjoyed, make sure that like button down below for me, show support for the channel and series. Next time I think we're going to do top 5 water type Pokemon, so stay tuned for that. But I'm going to out this bitch. See you guys next time. Peace!